back, you all. I'm here in the lovely state of South Carolina in the good old US of A. And while I've been here, a friend of mine has asked me to have a look at their deck. Now, there's one or two parts of the deck that need redone. It's nothing drastic, just some of the borders needing redone. So that is our job. We're going to try and replace the necessary boards here. So the next thing is, let's go and get the decking boards. Well, here we are at the stage where half the stuff is lifted. I've got one of the new planks over here to make sure that this is going to fit. It will fit, I've measured it, but we just need to double check. There is more to be lifted, but we have to have safety first, so I'm going to start laying some of the new stuff and then continue to do the other stuff. Okay, here we are, the first one's in. As you can see, no problem at all. The only difficulty is that there's a pocket underneath the brick here where the decking board has to slide into. So what I have done is I have made myself a little template. Marked the edge of the brick, put an arrow on it to show which way it goes in, so that when I sit it down I can remember what it's to be. So you measure up to the wall, add on the wee bit that you've got at the back, and then easy peasy. Right, well, that is the 12-foot length down and everything's going okay, not too bad at all. Some of this is a wee bit worse than it should be, but we'll fix it, and that's why we're here. However, the reason I'm showing you this is because there's a gap down in here, and you've got to be super careful when you're working on anything like this. You're too busy looking around, you see your saw, you want to go for it, next thing you know your foot's straight down here. Be careful, be careful. Look out for nails that's maybe lifted and popped when you've been working on something adjacent to it. You'll trip over it, you'll fall. It's not worth it. Take 5 minutes, look around you, clear your feet, start again. Everything is better that way. Right, we've come across a wee problem here. This is moving. This shouldn't move. So what we need to do is make sure it doesn't move. So we're going to support it with this piece of timber here. Basically, put it underneath, shove it up as far as we can, screw it onto the deck, and that will make sure that this will never ever move again. Now, just a couple of wee quickies here. Before you even attempt to do anything like that, get your screws, get them into the bit of timber that you're going to be working on, or lumber, depending on what country you're in. Okay, jam it up tight, and in. In we go. Simple as that. Easy peasy. Right, we've got a wee tiny problem here. If you look in here, I have a nail that's not wanting to budge. I've tried to move it with a claw hammer, I just can't get it in to get any friction or any movement around it. That is where your trusted pry bar comes in. And just let me show you what to do with that. Take your pry bar, slide it in till it catches, use the back of it as a fulcrum, and it should come out. 1, 2, 3. Yep, and there it is, all done. Well, that's it. The patches have been done here and there and wherever required. The bit underneath has been strengthened up. I have been very lucky to be here in the lovely state of South Carolina. I've had a phenomenal time here, and it made it even better being able to help someone out. Thanks for watching, you all. Well, here I am in the lovely airport of Chicago called O'Hare. I'm just waiting for my flight now to go home after my fabulous time down in the lovely South Carolina. Right, well, here I am in the final leg of my journey. I'm in the wonderful airport of Heathrow in London, just waiting to pick up my flight to go home to Glasgow. Been an excellent time in South Carolina and really happy to be able to help out my friend. Well, here I am back in Scotland after the trip to South Carolina. The trip itself was amazing, but I've been on the go now for 24 hours. So it's time for a quick cup of tea and maybe possibly even a wee lie down. Thank you for listening.